Hello everyone, and welcome to another video of unboxing and reviewing 70Mai Dashcam M500. This dashcam comes with Ultra HD video quality and 170 degrees ultra wide angle lens, as well as built-in eMMC memory. Also, it comes with the Wi-Fi and GPS. So let's go ahead and see what's inside the box. So here we have the welcome package. I believe it includes the booklet. This is the customer service numbers and stuff. This is the electrostatic sticker which you need to apply this to your windshield, and then I believe you can mount the dashcam itself onto it. It will help with removing it later if you wanted to do so, and it's got better performance in heat and cold temperatures. So here is the dashcam itself. It seems to be built of a good quality. However, I was expecting a little bit smaller dashcam. This is in no way a minimal or a small dashcam, but it does not come with an LCD or any type of screen. Let's see what else is in the box. So this is the prying tool. I believe you can use this tool to pass through the cable to your headliner and next to the dash and all those areas. And this is the USB-C cable, which seems to be built of a good quality. It's got the nice soft material, I believe. On the other side, we've got two things. The first one is the power supply, which comes with two USB. You can use one of them for the dashcam and the other one to charge your digital devices. And over here is the second piece of the dashcam, which is the mount itself. So you put this one to your windshield and then slide in the dashcam itself into it. So it will help you remove the device if necessary in the future, so you don't face hassles of removing the whole thing from the windshield. Okay, let's proceed and see how we can set this thing up. So first we go to the App Store, as I'm using an iPhone for this matter, and do a search of 70Mai, 70Mai. You install and download it, then open it. You need to agree to all the terms and conditions as always. Here you can click on the sign up and put in your email address and password and some other details, which I'm gonna skip my email and stuff from this. Then you need to allow the app to have access to some parts of your phone, like Bluetooth and stuff like that. And then it will activate the hotspot, and it will ask you to join the hotspot on the dashcam. That is the only way you can connect to the dashcam. Not the only way, but the efficient way. And here we've got a couple of screens we can go through and set up as you wish. Here is the parking surveillance cable, which you can buy separately to activate some extra options like park monitor and stuff like that. And these are the keywords you can say in the car while driving and command the device to do as you wish. So this is the device setting menus. I'm gonna quickly go through them and talk about them a little bit. So this is the video encoding format and the quality of it and the size of it. So the top one is the best one as far as I know, and I'm gonna stick with that. So this is the duration of each clip. So 3 minutes should be fine, but do as you wish. These are the extra options that you get with this dash cam, so take your time and go through them, customize it. So next I'm going to show you how to download and view your videos, which are stored on the dashcam. So you click on the album, allow access to all photos usually. So each time you go through the setting, the device would stop recording. You can mark that to not show you in the future. So here I've got two videos here. You can click on them, and then on the bottom of the screen you can click on download. It is a little bit slow, to be honest. So when I'm downloading stuff, sometimes it is like too much time to wait. But yeah, that is the issue with this dash cam. You can delete and modify stuff from here. You also get some TPMS, which you can buy those devices separately, put it on your tires and link them to the device. So you will get that option too, but these days most of the cars have them. So for this installation, I'm going to use the Dongar Dashcam power adapter. This one is specifically made for Jeep Grand Cherokee, however you can find for other cars as well. This adapter helps you eliminate passing through the cable through your headliner, and it is like gives you a super neat and clean job. And if you're like me that you don't want to mess up your car, I would highly recommend buying this one. I've also included the link for purchasing this adapter, and you can find it in the description. So let's get to it and see what's inside the box. So first you'll see the adapter itself. It comes with a male and a female connector, and actually it's 3 parts, and it will give you the USB, which you're going to use for your dash cam on the third part. This adapter comes with 3 different types of USB cables, including the USB-C, mini USB, and micro USB. So to start the process of installation, you need to fold down your mirror, and then there are 2 parts. If you wiggle this part a little bit, it will easily come out. The next step would be the second part, which where I'm showing if you pull to the sides a little bit and wiggle this part, it will also come out easily. Now the back side of the mirror is exposed, and you can see the cable that provides power to the auto dimming. rear view mirror. So you can simply unplug this one as shown in the video. You need to push this button and then pull it out. Then first you do the female part of the adapter. You connect it to the car, to the cable that comes from the car, and then the other side goes back to the mirror, and now you've got a working USB here. It's got a 3M sticker as well. You can remove it and stick it anywhere you want so it doesn't move around and make noises and stuff like that. So here you can see the installed dashcam using the Dongar adapter. It is like a clean install and super neat and fairly easy to do so. And if you're into these kind of stuff and these kind of hacks, I highly recommend purchasing this one through the link below, and give me a thumbs up for that if you like it. These are some samples of the daytime and nighttime video footage. It is 170 degrees wide lens, and the video quality is good. It is not 4K though, but it is acceptable somehow. You can hardly see the license plate numbers during the day, and during the night I don't think so. I'm gonna show you the nighttime videos shortly as well. And this is the nighttime video quality. It is somehow okay. It was raining, so the white spots on the windshield, it literally rained, and yeah, but it is somehow acceptable. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you had any questions, leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.